Yes, live. We are live. It's incredible, frankly. It's just wonderful. Let's do a quick audio test, and then in a few seconds, let's do an audio test in a few seconds. Oh God, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I've been working so much on homework. It's just brutal. It's just brutal. Okay, let's test our audio. A few seconds. Oh God, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Why is there no volume at all? Hold on. Did I turn it off? It's just, okay. I did turn it off. Okay, good to know. Good to know. That helps. What are we doing here? That's my survival, right? That's the right one. Let's check our filters, actually. I feel like, why is noise suppression off? That is not supposed to be up. Wait, is it? I feel like this mic doesn't ever adjust itself, so noise suppression, I feel like that should stay. You know what? Whatever. Today we're going to be doing a dramatic reading of The Jonathan Crisis Rise of the Renegades, my book, which is in fact being released early instead of on February 6, 2025. I just felt like it because, you know, I got bored of writing it, and then I told my friend A to do everything, and now he's done it, so he hears the book. This is the entire thing, by the way. This is the entire book. This is just all of it, and it's for free, though, so you can't complain about this, okay? Now, I did have, like, 91,000 words of a book, but I just decided I didn't like it, so I just kind of threw it away, and now this is the story. This is the story. This is how it works. This is the Jonathan Crisis Rise of the Renegades. This is the beginning of my new epic series that A is writing for me. You gotta understand. You gotta understand. I gotta post this on naturally, I'm posting this on my Discord server. Because why wouldn't I? I mean, it's just incredible. It's just the best thing ever made, and it has to be posted. There's just no other option. I just don't know what else I'd do. And we're live. I don't know why that thumbnail is still messed up on my Discord, but it's fine. It's fine. Nobody cares. It's all gonna be fine on the Tridentainment Discord, aka Soyjackers United is what it's called now. So that's just how that works, I guess, you know. Anyway, let's just read this masterpiece real quick. This isn't going to be a long stream. This is very impromptu. Let's read this masterpiece. This masterpiece that I just cooked up because I'm so talented and so good. And by that I mean I got A to write it for me, but you know he's talented as well. Okay. It was the time to defeat the Dominion. Dawn knew it would not be an easy battle, as B mobilized his forces to set up a wall of soldiers along the Tiver. Now, it's actually, the character of Dawn is supposed to go by they, them pronouns. You might think that A just forgot, or that I didn't tell him. Neither of those are true. Actually, what happened is Matt Walsh hacked A's Discord account, and he didn't have time to fix it. So that's not his fault, and it's also not my fault. That's just canonically what happened. Anyway, they waited for the Dominion's attack to come. Don's soldiers questioned him about the validity of human wall tactics, saying that he thought that the Aeolgers should go behind the wall instead. Don did a sharp glance at him and instantly realized that this soldier was actually the Dominion sent to undermine his army. Not a Dominion soldier or a Dominion spy. No, the entire Dominion. The entire regime of the Dominion, just all of it, was infiltrating. This is canon. The soldier said shitting his pants in fear. He knew the jig was up. He was practically already writing his last will. He just hopes his wife would written to have a note enough of his possessions. Don looked him down and knew he would deal with this soldier. He saw that this soldier was the one who killed his town. He knew exactly what he had in mind for this soldier. They marched out to the wood desert where there was a cliff. The soldier realized what was going to happen. He started pleading with Don for his life, but Don wasn't having any of the soldier's shit. That son of a bitch killed his town. He was gonna make sure he paid. No, please, have mercy, cried the soldier. Don looked at him in quiet fury and contempt. How dare he plead for his life after killing his town? He was gonna pay. Don brought him to the cliffside and looked at him in hatred. I remember you, murderer! The soldier's eyes widened. He could see the fury in Don's eyes. Don kicked him off the cliffside. The other soldiers could feel time slowing down as the soldier fell to the ground below. He hit the ground with a loud splat. Blood went everywhere for miles. Fawn could see some of it shoot back upwards and land on his clothes. It was done. He was done. That man could kill... No, hold on. That man cooked... Kill towns no more. He and his soldiers marched back his positions behind the river and waited for the Dominion. And come they did, but Don was ready. His superior tactics easily pushed back the Dominion backwards, but Don wasn't done with them. I thought about maybe elaborating on the tactics, but I just decided no one cares, so... It doesn't matter. So you don't get any elaboration on that, I'm sorry. He marched to Hohe army to strike the Dominion again as they were retreating backwards. The Dominion forces were greatly outnumbered. It was clear Don's army would beat them. Who are you people? Shouted the Dominion commander in terror. The name's Donovan and don't you forget it. You'll never defeat the Dominion, shouted the Dominion commander. Shut up, said Don. Do you really think your tyranny will win? Asked Don. You stupid dick, die, said the Dominion commander. The Dominion commander kicked Don down. Don got up and was furious. He punched the commander and got back on his feet. The Dominion commander pulled out his gun and started shooting at Donovan. Don dodges all the bullets. Pathetic, said Don. Die, said the Dominion commander. Maybe you should kill him with le bomb that kills the people from Oppenheimer. Perhaps. The Dominion commander shot at Don again. It seemed hopeless. It seemed futile. But then one of his soldiers jumped in front of the bullets and died. When did it seem hopeless? He was winning this entire time. Don was furious. The Dominion commander laughed and fired more bullets. Don got up and jumped across the bullet at the Dominion commander. And then he struck the Dominion commander with absolute force. Gah! Shouted the Dominion commanders. He fell on his head and died. The Dominion army looked on their fallen commander in terror, and they then retreated. Don killed some more Dominion soldiers as they were running. It was over. He had won, but he couldn't help but feel sorrow for our soldier that had sacrificed themselves to save Don's life. Don's army marched out to the desert again with the soldier's body and buries it before holding a funeral proceeding where everyone cried, including Don. That soldier would be remembered for eons. Don marched back to his lines and continued pursuing the Dominion. They couldn't be allowed to strike in nonsense again. Don couldn't 5 apostrophe accept that. He refused to accept that. He refused to accept a world whose free will was drowned out by the Doat Inikion or burned by the Doninio. It's beautiful. It's amazing. It's just so good. This is art. This is the ticket. This is the ticket. We're gonna make millions off of this. New York Times bestseller. New York Times bestseller. It's that simple. It's that simple. It's just an indisputable fact. Who can possibly say otherwise? Just indisputable. Just completely indisputable. It is just amazing. Best story ever written, I think. Now, you may think it was a bit short, but you know, I think it got the point across pretty well. I mean, you know, there was a story going on from beginning to end there. You know, there was progression in the plot. Kind of. You know, it was good. 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 Okay, so in case it wasn't obvious, this is obviously an April Fool's prank. I'm not. This is not the actual book. It's not. The book is still in progress. It is almost done. It's getting close. But this is obviously an April Fool's prank, and I will probably title it something like that when it's not April Fool's anymore, so I don't get like into legal problems if I can get into legal problems for this. But I hope you guys thought it was funny. I originally had like a whole video planned. I was gonna make like a whole recording, and I was gonna like I was gonna really hype it up instead of doing an impromptu live stream. But you know, it turns out I didn't record that properly, and I had a busy schedule, so I couldn't even do that. So I just had to do a live reading for April Fools. I probably should have set it up way in advance, but you know, it is what it is. Next time I'll put in way more effort into an April Fool's prank. But you know, you gotta give credit to A. I mean, he really was the goat in this situation. Just came up with an insane April Fool's prank, just right off the cuff. I mean, look at this amazing story that he wrote. Just truly captivating. This is what AI writing wants to take away from us. You think Billy Cole could write something with this much raw emotion? No, because he can't write. He doesn't write. He makes a robot write for him. And the robot writes like shit. Because as shit as this is shit with a soul. I shouldn't slander the good works of Greater Reves. This is amazing. This is top tier storytelling. This is not even a joke. This is actually like amazing. It New York Times bestseller. New York Times bestseller. The United States Times bestseller, North America Times bestseller, World Times bestseller, Solar System Times bestseller, Galaxy Milky Way Times bestseller. I almost forgot what the galaxy was called for a second. The Universe Times book bestseller. I guess. I think that the joke is over now. The Multiverse Times bestseller. I don't know. Who cares? The point is, we're going to get a lot of sales. We're going to make vast amounts of money off of this. Because it is the best thing that has ever been made in the history of every person who's ever lived. It's over. You know, it's just that good. Period, point blank. It really is just that good. Who can say otherwise? Who can say otherwise? Okay, bye everyone. I'm ending the stream now. Goodbye. I'm gonna just stall it for a little bit so that I don't get cut off early, but you know, I'm just gonna be over.